Let's see how we can solve for this problem. We want to create a macro that's going to count the number of formulas we have on this sheet. So we're going to be looping through each single cell of the used range, right? Because we don't want to loop through each single cell of the entire worksheet, just the used range. And we want to see if we come across a cell that has a formula. If we do, we want to count that. And then we want to see if we come across another one. We want to count that and add it to our first count. And finally, we're going to write our value inside cell B6. And then we're going to create a button and assign the macro to it. So that's the simplest part of our task. Let's bring up the Visual Basic Editor, Alt F11. Now I've already created a new module for this called Project Activity. And let's put in our sub procedure in there. So it's going to be count if, let's say, formula. So I mentioned earlier that we're going to loop through each cell inside a used range. So that sounds like working with collections and using the for each construct. There is another way you can solve for this, and that's to use the special cells method. That's something that we're going to see in a future section. But since we learned about looping through collections and we learned about if, let's try to use them to solve for this problem. So we have a collection here, and we need to declare a variable for each part, each tiny bit of this collection. That variable in this case is going to be a single cell, right? So that's going to be our range will be one cell of this used range. So I'm going to dim the variable called cell, right? So you can pick any name. Normally I pick cell when I deal with ranges. And I'm going to dim that as range. Now let's create that loop. I say for each cell in. Now I want to say used range, but used range is a property of what? Of a worksheet, right? So I can use active sheet here. So active sheet.usedRange. And let's close that loop. I'm going to say next cell. Okay, so here with this, I'm just going to go through each single cell of my used range. Now I need to do an if to check if I come across a formula in that cell. So there is a good property for this, for the range object. So that's called has formula. And this would be true if it has a formula. You could write equals true, or you can just skip that part because the default check is if it's true. So you can just leave it like that and say then, I'm going to close my if as well. And now inside this, we need to have some type of variable that's going to remember that number, right? Because the next time we come across it, we want to add a 1 to that number, right? So this means we want to keep something in memory, which means we need to work with a variable. So I'm going to dim something called count formula as long, right? Because we could have a lot of formulas on our worksheet. Now, in here, we are going to say count formula equals count formula plus 1. Okay, so let's see how this works. Let's just think this through. We start off with count formula as long. So count formula at the beginning has a value of 0. Then we're going to loop through each cell, and we're going to see if it has formula, then it's going to enter this statement here. And right now it's 0, right? But the moment it comes across this, it comes here, it's still 0 here, and it says equals 0 plus 1. Now equals here is not a case of equality, it's a case of assignment. So it means that this part on the right-hand side is going to be assigned to the part on the left-hand side. So this 1 is going to be the new value for count formula, right? Then it's going to go through this loop, and the moment it comes across another cell that has a formula, again, it's going to come here. So this is going to be 1 equals 1 plus 1, right? So it's going to become 2. The 2 is going to be assigned as the new value for our count formula variable. Okay, so now at the end, we said we want to write that value back to a cell. So I'm going to do range b6.value equals count formula. Now in a later section, we're going to learn all about debugging. So there's the locals window, there's the watch window, and so on. So we're going to see all the different options later on. Let's just test this. I'm going to press play right here. So I get 2. Now I have a formula here and here. Let me add another formula here. It's not a real formula, but it has the equal sign, so it's considered a formula. And let's insert a button as well and call this count formula. Okay, so when I click this, that's number 3. If I remove all of these, it's 0. So in this case, since I'm putting my button on the same sheet, I don't necessarily need to reference the sheet name, right? So I can use active sheet for that, and I can just directly use range and not have to specify the sheet for that, because the assumption is the active sheet. But if you were going to put your button somewhere else and you wanted it to count the formulas on this specific sheet, then you need to reference the worksheet names. So in this tutorial, we used a few of the concepts that we learned in this section, which was working with collections and also how to use if inside a collection. In a future section, we're going to take this concept a step further, and we're even going to be able to create reports that give us more information. So not just count formulas, but also give us the cells that contain those formulas. Or we're going to loop through all the comments inside the entire workbook, not just one sheet, but the whole workbook, and document them in one place. And also get the address, the cell address where these comments are, and get even the author of the comment. Okay, so these are all the good things to look forward to in the future sections. This video was brought to you by Unlock Excel VBA and Macros course, where you're going to learn how to simplify your work and how to save time by automating complex and routine tasks. We're going to go from beginner all the way to advanced. For more information, check out the description of this video or go to exelplus.com/courses.